think you will agree this day has been very full of information and of projects and plans and ideas and opportunities to learn and to get engaged as well. So you can explore those further during the next 2 days and of course beyond. Yeah, we set out the vision and the commitment for a global TVET agenda, and I'm making my job very easy of wrapping up. I'm inviting Julian to the stage, one of our graphic recorders. He actually has a very ambitious work title that he gave himself. He's a sense maker. So let's see what sense he made of all the things we heard today. We agreed we would, I mean, the panel is now still very fresh in everyone's memory. Yeah, he needs to connect. Yeah, we will try to connect the dots between the 4 thematic sessions on the 4 focus areas that we heard around TVET data reporting, the knowledge sharing, the partnerships for excellence, and the regional innovations and social partnerships. So yeah, we will see how this was visualized. Maybe in the meantime, I will just proceed with some logistical remarks. Don't leave without signing up for your study visit. Kara will be waiting right there by the door. Those who used headsets, please return them to Sebastian, and the interpreters will collect them. I want to thank the interpreters very much. And for the, yes, also the ones working online. Yeah, and with that, I think we're ready to give us maybe a short summary of highlights from the 4 sessions, please.
Yeah, we're just going to take a quick look at the 4 panels this morning and this afternoon. I'm starting with the first 2 panels, which my colleague Gabi visualized. She's in the corner over there. The first one was the ILO panel, which I think highlighted the complexity of the TVET landscape. I think for us as external observers, it was quite difficult to follow, but at the same time, there was a richness and complexity that I think Gabi was able to capture here. And maybe to highlight just one point is the importance of regional cooperation. The landscape seems to be that complex that it's probably of, well, really high importance to find regional partners and to leverage that into a global network. Any questions?
Any questions? No, let's move on to the OECD was next, right?
That's right, yeah. The OECD panel on data reporting, I think highlighted quite a few important topics in the area of data. You can see those visualized around this tree. It's a question of data availability, of data quality, also of comparability, productivity, making data actually usable, collaborating and working together, and having a truly global evidence base. And I think one of the highlights that I want to pinpoint is that, you know, it's often not easy to compare data from different regions. That was one of our key takeaways. You see the apple and the pear and the pineapple here, so it's often not that easy to put these into relation to each other.
That's a very nice image. Thank you.
Thank you. So moving on to panel 3 and 4. Panel 3 was the ETF panel. Yeah, I think for me, one of the really interesting things was seeing some really, gritty examples of what TVET actually means. We had this examples of building icebreakers, a very localized and specialized skill. We had hot air balloons. So that really gave some context to this discussion. The previous discussions were often very high level, very theoretical. This was fun to visualize, obviously. Made the discussion much more tangible. When it came to specific examples from the different countries, we had examples from Jordan, from Moldova, and also one of the speakers spoke to the German experience. We had North Macedonia. Yeah, I think that really highlighted how different the challenges are in all these different regions. And yeah, again and again, some of the same topics came up, like the micro credentials. I tried to visualize them as a little bug here. And of course, the importance of developing green skills as well as skills related to the digital transformation.
We will put them online.
There you go. Okay, and then just a brief look at panel number 4, which highlighted the role of UNESCO-UNEVOC. I think one of the key highlights of the intro was that TVET increases resilience in a world that is, facing multiple challenges and will probably continue to do so for quite some time. And then again, I think the different statements from representatives of different countries, really made this very tangible and relatable. We heard from speakers from Malaysia, from Slovenia, from Finland, from Canada, and from France. Just one little highlight that I want to pinpoint again is the question of how we deal with brain drain. So maybe if you're like me, after a long day like this, being oxygen deprived, I feel the brain drain happening right now. So you might be able to relate to that image.
That's a perfect ending, I would say. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.